I've been using the brand new Google Pixel Fold for more than a week now, and the number one question I had was, can a foldable phone so thin have good battery life? And also, how does the battery life and charging speeds compare to the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4? Hey guys, my name is Vic with PhoneArena, and I think the wider form factor of the Pixel Fold is a game changer for foldables. It just makes it so much easier to use the phone without unfolding it, just like this, using just the cover screen. And compare this with the Galaxy Z Fold 4, it's a huge difference. But did you know that the Pixel Fold also has a much bigger battery than the Galaxy? The Pixel Fold comes with a roughly 4800 mAh battery, while the Samsung Foldable has a 4400 mAh one, and that's a nearly 10% advantage for the Pixel. So does it have better battery life? Let's start by seeing what the battery life actually looks like, and we start with both phones fully charged, and we will be running them down using first our web browsing test. As you can see, both phones load up the same set of web pages and scroll around, and we have also set them to the same brightness level to ensure equal conditions. Now we can only show you a placeholder run of this test so you understand what it looks like, but we cannot film the whole test run, which takes a very long time. With this in mind, let's fast forward, and we see the Galaxy Z Fold 4 is the first one to tap out, lasting exactly 12 hours and 43 minutes of continuous web browsing. The Pixel Fold outlasts it, we let it run for a while longer, and finally it also finishes the test with 13 hours and 38 minutes on the clock. That's nearly a 1 hour difference between these two, and it's definitely something to consider. But this is not the only test we run. Next up, we have something more demanding: our YouTube video streaming test. For this one, we have once again fully charged up both phones, and we run the same video playlist on the two over a Wi-Fi connection. So let's zip forward because they both last quite a while, but finally, after a few hours, we have the black screen first, this time on the Pixel Fold, and it finishes in exactly 7 hours and 22 minutes. This time, the Galaxy Z Fold 4 will be the winner clearly, as it still has some juice in the tank, so we have to once again zip forward until we also see it tap out, and it gets a score of 8 hours and 47 minutes. This is interesting. It seems that the Galaxy is more efficient, specifically with video playback, and that might be because of the Snapdragon chip inside it, compared to the Google-made Tensor chip on the Pixel. So finally, we charge up the phones one last time for our most demanding 3D gaming test. Now we know that Google has had some issues with the Tensor G2 chip, which tends to overheat quite easily, so we were curious to see if these issues were resolved with the Pixel Fold. So we noticed the Pixel Fold can get hot with just regular tasks, and for gaming it gets quite warm too, but let's see the battery score and whether it can actually beat the Galaxy. So we zip forward again to not wait for the whole test, and interestingly, the Galaxy Fold 4 is the first to tap out at 4 hours and 28 minutes, which is, to be honest, not a great score. It just once again shows that for very demanding tasks, you might want to look elsewhere. But also, to be realistic, not everyone plays Genshin Impact at max settings obsessively every day, so most folks should be fine nonetheless. Okay, back to the battery test, and finally, the Pixel Fold also taps out with a score of exactly 6 hours. So that's a quite big margin, and the Pixel might not have as much performance power with the Tensor chip, but it does seem to last longer for gaming. Here's a recap of the battery scores once again. So the Pixel Fold can last quite long with easy tasks such as browsing, but with video and especially gaming, it gets hot and the battery drains much faster. Now in real life, I did not have much of an issue getting through a day on the Pixel Fold, but the same is true for the Galaxy Z Fold 4 as well. In my experience, these are really quite comparable in real life mileage, but neither of them will last you 2 days between charges. Okay, battery life is one thing, but charging speeds are also very important, especially if you don't charge your phone overnight and just want a quick top up. And the Pixel Fold maxes out at a 21 watt charging speed, while the Galaxy Z Fold 4 supports slightly faster 25 watt charging. Now to test the charging speeds, we have both phones at 1% battery level, and we're using the provided cables in the box and the recommended chargers for each of the devices. So for the Pixel, that's the Google 30-watt charger, and for the Galaxy, we're using the fast Samsung 25-watt charger. So let's plug them in, start the charging test right now, and we will be looking at how charge level progresses with time. And our first check mark is at 15 minutes in, and the Pixel Fold has gained 24% of charge, while the Galaxy is already ahead at 32%. Next up, we do another check at 30 minutes in, and the Pixel Fold now has 47% battery level, but the Galaxy has already gone up to 59%. Alright, moving forward, in 45 minutes, the Pixel Fold has reached 68% charge, while the Galaxy has gotten to 80%. And next, we also check the phones 1 hour after we started the test, and we now have 82% on the Pixel and 91% on the Galaxy Z Fold 4. And finally, we wait until both are fully 100% charged to tell you what is the actual charging time. And the first one to charge up is the Galaxy, and it takes 1 hour and 12 minutes for a full top up, which is not the fastest around, but definitely very reasonable. The Pixel Fold is slower and you have to wait quite a bit longer, and you will need 1 hour and 33 minutes to fully charge it up. Now, both phones also support wireless charging, but at rather slow speeds. You have only 7.5 watt wireless charging on the Pixel Fold and very slightly faster 10 watt charging on the Galaxy Z Fold 4. Now, we have not yet tested the wireless charging speeds on these two, but make sure to check the description to this video where you'll find an article where we publish the results of that test. So there you have it. The Pixel Fold battery life is definitely good enough, but charging definitely could be faster. And I also noticed that it charges even slower while you're using the phone, so keep that in mind. So which one would you go for, the Pixel Fold or the Galaxy Z Fold 4? Let me know why in the comments, and my name is Vic, thanks for sticking until the end, and I'll see you in the next one.